Okay, right. So, uh, yesterday we are talking about some working with some patterns, right? Okay. So yesterday we have seen like how to work with a nested. Discuss. Yeah. So here now, if you see this, right? Yesterday we have seen like working with various patterns, right? Voice is
Recording in progress.
now. Can you hear my voice, right? Online students, can you hear my voice? Online students. Okay. So yesterday we have seen some of the patterns like, so these are some the basic examples like how to work with this nested for loop, nested for loop. Okay, right. If you see this, okay, if you see this, let us see some more example on this. So how to work with how to work with the nested looping statements. What happened? Okay, let it be. For example, okay, so we'll try to see some more examples on this nested looping statements. So what I want is, I want to print like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I want to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 times. I want to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many times I want is 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 times, right? So assume that, okay, now it is like this. So there is a number of rows and columns. If you see this, so there are number of rows and columns here. So total how many rows are there here? 5 rows are there. Now the row is 1. See here, row is 1. Row starts at 1 and this is 2 and 3. Okay, this is 4 and this is 5. So first row, you're displaying column values. Column starts at what? 1, 2, 3, 4 and what is that? 5. So what you're trying to display here, you're not displaying the row values. You're not displaying the row values. You're displaying which values? Column values. You're not displaying the row values. You're displaying column values. So how many rows are there? 5 rows, right? The number of rows are 5. So what you do is you'll write like this. For how many rows are there? 5 rows. For row in a range of 1 comma 5. Okay, now this will generate how many values? 5 values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is the value of row? First row value is what? 1. Okay. So in the first row, you have to print how many values? How many columns are there? 5 columns. Then you are trying to say for column in range of 1 comma 5. So this will generate how many values? 5 values. So in each row, you are printing how many column values here? 5 column values. And after that, I insert one new line. Okay. After that, I try to insert one new line. So here. Yeah, 1 comma 6. Yes. Yeah, 1 comma 6 it is, not 5, because to generate 1 to 5, you have to write this as what here? 6. Not 1 comma 5. This is 1 comma 6. Okay. So 1 comma 6 means is a 6 is included or not included? Not included. So it will generate the values from 1 to 5. It generates the values from 1 to 5. So if you run this 1 comma 6 and this is also 1 comma 6, right? So what will happen if you run this? Now you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 get printed how many times here? 5 times. Okay. So these are, as I know, these are logical programs which are asked in interviews. Okay. These are simple logical programs which are asked in interviews. Okay, for example, if I want to print like this, so I printed like this. I want to print like this 5, okay, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I want to print 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want to print 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How many times? 5 times. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm printing this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How many times? Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm printing how many times? 5 times. So here, the total number of rows are, how many rows are there here? 5 rows. Total, how many rows are there? 5 rows. Okay, the row starts at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In first row, you are printing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Means the column value starts at what here? 5. 5 to 1. Okay. The column value starts at what? 5 to 1. So this one is also 100% here. By volume also 100%. Okay. See here 100%. This volume also 100%. 100%. This is 100% and this is also 100%. Okay. So what you have to do is, now you have to start the row value for row in range of 1 comma 6. For row in range of 1 comma 6. Now system is changed. My system is changed today. My system is changed today. System is changed, so some problem is there. Okay. System, there's some problem with my system. So some other system I'm using. So there's some problem, right? So today anyway, you have to adjust. Okay. So for row in range of 1 comma 6. Okay, now after this you are saying for column in range, for column in range 5 comma 0 comma minus 1. 5 comma 0 comma minus 1. See, I have to generate values from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I have to generate 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this will generate 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How many times you are printing this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? 5 times. So print is C value. Now END equal to some space. Okay, now this will generate values from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now after printing each row, you are inserting one new line. After printing each row, you are inserting one new line. Okay, you are inserting one new line after printing each row. Now see here. Now if you run this, now you can see the values like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 get repeated how many times here? 5 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How many times? 5 times. Right. Very good. Okay. Yes. Now, suppose, see, all these are, some people say, no, like how to improve the logic means you you have to do this kind of programs, right? You have to do this kind of programs. Then next is I want to print like this. I want to print 1, 1, 2, okay, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. And I want to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I want to print like this 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is like this. Okay, so this is 1, 1, 2, okay, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, I print now. See, now what you have to think is here, these are total number of rows. The number of rows, the row values are, these are row values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a row values. And these are, assume that these are column values. In columns, you are printing what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here, the value of row starts with what here? 1, and this is 2, this is a 3, this is 4, and this is 5. And column value starts at what here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you are printing column value. If the column is less than or equal to what here? Row. If the column is less than or equal to row. Is it 1 is less than or equal to 1? Yes. But is it 2 is less than or equal to 1? No. 3 is less than or equal to 1? No. 4 is less than or equal to 1? No. 5 is less than or equal to 1? No. So next column is 1. 1 is less than or equal to 2? Yes. Okay, 2 is less than or equal to 2? Yes. But 3 is less than or equal to 2? No. 4 is less than or equal to 2? No. 5 is less than or equal to 2? No. The next is again 1. 1 is less than or equal to 3? Yes. 2 is less than or equal to 3? Yes. 3 is less than or equal to 3? Yes. But 4 is less than or equal to 3? No. 5 is less than or equal to 3? No. Okay, 1 is less than or equal to 4? Yes. 2 is less than or equal to 4? Yes. 3 is less than or equal to 4? Yes. 4 is less than or equal to 4? Yes. Like this. So what is your condition here? Now you are writing like this for row in range of 1 comma 6. For column in range of 1 comma 6. Now here you can write if column is less than or equal to row. If the column is less than or equal to row, print column, print column value. Okay, print column value, and after executing loop, insert one new line. Okay, after executing loop, insert one new line. Now see here. So I try to execute this code. So once you run this, oh, this is an indentation level. So you have to check this both are in the same line. Okay. So outside the loop, you can see 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yes. Suppose so many patterns we can do it, but now you have to think how to do these patterns. That is important, right? To know how to do these patterns. For example, I want to print. Suppose I want to print. Okay, I want to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. And I want to print 1, 2, and then 1. So I want to print like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and one more is what? 1. So it is like this. I want to print like this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So how can I do this? Now tell me, how can I do this? Now you can see this is a row value. So row is what here? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And column is what here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So row is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Columns are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now row is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this is what here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is your condition? Column is column is less than or equal to row. So here also same. 1 is less than or equal to 5. Yes. 2 is less than or equal to 5. Yes. 3 is less than or equal to 5. Yes. 4 is less than or equal to 5. Yes. 5 is less than or equal to 5. Yes. Next to 4. 1 is less than or equal to 4. Yes. 2 is less than or equal to 4. Yes. 3 is less than or equal to 4. Yes. 4 is less than or equal to 4. Yes. But 5 is less than or equal to 4. No. So will it print 5 here? No. Right? In the same way, 1 is less than or equal to 3. Yes. 2 is less than or equal to 3. Yes. 3 is less than or equal to 3. Yes. But 4 is not less than 3 and 5 is not less than 3. So again, 2 is less than 2. 1 is less than or equal to 2. Yes. 2 is less than or equal to 2. Yes. Okay. So in this case, you are writing like this for for a row in a range of 5 comma 0 comma minus 1, 5 comma 0 comma minus 1 for column in, okay, range of 1 comma 6, 1 comma 6. And if column is less than or equal to row, if column is less than or equal to row, print column value. Okay, print column value, that's all. So here I try to insert one new line. So print column value. When you are printing column value, if the column is less than or equal to row, if the column is less than or equal to row, okay, if the column is less than or equal to row, yes. Now when you run this, okay, indentation, you have to check here. Yes. Now when you run this, now you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and one more is what? 1. Okay. Yes. This is now you can, in the place of column value, you can also print what? Star. You can also print star. In the place of column value, you can also print stars. So this is printing which one? Stars, right? In the place of column value, you can print column value or you can also print stars. Okay, suppose, okay, suppose I want to print like this. Okay, I want to print in this way. I want to print like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 3, 4, 5. And 4 and 5. And finally, I want to print 5. So I want to print like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, this is my pattern. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. I want to print like this. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, and 4, 5, and 5. So here, as I know, these are number of rows. So this is a row value. Row value starts at what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is what here columns. The columns are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the row starts at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the column starts at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Row is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Column is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what is my condition here? If the column is greater than or equal to row, column is greater than or equal to row. So 1 is greater than or equal to 1, yes. 2 is greater than or equal to 1, yes. 3 is greater than 1, yes. 4 is greater than 1, yes. 5 is greater than or equal to 1, yes. Next row is 2 and column is 1. 1 is greater than or equal to 2, no. Then print what here? Space. If column is not greater than or equal to row, then print what? Space. If column is greater than or equal to row, print which value? Column value. So 2 is greater than or equal to 2, yes. 3 is greater than or equal to 2, yes. 4 is greater than or equal to 2, yes. 5 is greater than or equal to 2, yes. The next column is 1. 1 is greater than or equal to 3, no. Print a space. 2 is greater than or equal to 3, no. Print what here? Space. So if the column is greater than or equal to row, you are printing which value? Column value. Otherwise, you are trying to print what here? Space. Okay, it is like this. For row in range 1 comma 6. Okay, now 1 comma 6. For column in for column in range 1 comma 6. So if column is greater than or equal to row, okay, print which value? Column value. Else, else what you have to do is you have to print space. Else you have to print what here? Space. Else you have to print the space. Okay. And after that, you are inserting one new line. See, this print statement is outside the loop, outside the inner for loop, and this is in inner for loop. So you are printing the value of column if the column is greater than or equal to row. If the column is greater than or equal to row, you are printing column value, right? Okay, then you are printing column value. Once you run this, check the indentation here. Most of the times you'll get only indentations here. Now you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, and one more is what? 5. Okay, suppose if you forgot this print statement, what will happen? It will print everything in like this. But after printing each row, I have to insert what? New line. After printing each row, I have to insert one new line. After printing each row, I have to insert one new line. So because of that, you write which statement? Print statement. Okay. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Printing this particular pattern. Okay. Okay. Like this, you can do number of patterns. Like this, you can do number of patterns here. For example, I want to print, okay, 5, and I want to print 4, 5, and I want to print 3, 4, 5. I want to print 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I want to print 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I want to print like this. Okay, I want to print like this. 5. Okay, 5. So I want to print like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. So how can I print this pattern? So row starts at what? Tell me, row starts at what? Huh? Row starts at what is the row value here? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Columns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, fine. Column is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I'll write here for row in, okay, range of 5 comma 0 comma minus 1. Okay. For column in, okay, range of 1 comma 6. Tell me what is the condition? Column is greater than or equal to row. If column is greater than or equal to row, yes, print which value? Column value. If column is greater than 5 is greater than or equal to 5, yes. Otherwise, you have to print spaces. 1 is greater than 5 or no. So else what you have to print? Space. Else you have to print what here? Space. You have to print the space. Else you have to print the space. Okay, so you have to, if you draw like this, any problem you can solve easily. If you draw like this, you can solve it easily. Okay. Yes, sorry. So this is 5 comma 0 comma minus 1. Same problem, huh? Yes. Now you can see 5, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same problem, right? Okay. Suppose now if you see another one, I want to print like this 1, 2, 1, and 3, 2, 1, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I want to print 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So how to print this now? I want to print like this. Okay, 1. So I want to print like this. So row starts from where? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Column starts from where? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Now, condition is now you write like this. For row in range of 1 comma 6. For column in range of 5 comma 0 comma minus 1. Okay, very good. Now, what is my condition? Uh, what is the condition? Column is less than or equal to row. Less than a? Yes. If column is less than or equal to row, print which value? Column value. print column value, else print what? Space. Else print what here? Space. Okay, print space in the same line and insert one new line. Insert one new line. Okay, now if you run this, yes, if you run this, check the indentation here. Now you can see 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? Yes. So I want to print like this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay, and 11, okay, 12, 13, 14, and then I want to print 15. I want to print like this. I want to print like this. So I want to print like this. Total, how many rows are there? 5 rows. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many columns are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number of rows are 5. Number of columns are 5. Okay. But in each row, if a row is 1, in first row you are printing 1. In second row you are printing 2 and 3. Means you are generating values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You are generating all the values from 1 to, you are generating all the values from 1 to what? 15. You are generating all the values from 1 to 15. You are generating all the values from 1 to 15. So you take one more variable called some k, and then you are saying for row in range of 1 comma 6. Okay. Okay, for what do you have to say? For column in, okay, range of 1 comma c plus 1. C plus 1 means column plus 1. How many columns it will generate? Suppose if the column is 1, it will generate one column. Sorry, if the row is 1, it will generate one column. If the row is a 2, it will generate 2 columns. If the row is a 3, it will generate 3 columns. If the row is a 4, it will generate 4 columns. If the row is a 5, it will generate 5 columns. What you are printing in this? You are printing which value? K value. So you are printing which value? K value, and you are saying K plus equal 1. So the K value keep on incrementing. So K value starts at what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, up to what? 15. So you are saying K plus equal to 1, which is nothing but K equal to K plus 1. So you have to think beyond that also. Always don't think that row and column only. Okay. Always don't think only row and column. You have to think beyond that. Okay. For C in R plus 1, now you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it is printed all the values. It is printed all the values. So this is which value? R value. Okay. Okay, right now these are some of the patterns like this. You can have number of patterns. Okay, like this. So like this, you can have any number of patterns. Like this, you can have number of patterns. Okay, yes. But try to understand how to work with this patterns, right? Let us see some more statements here. So there is a statement called break, and one more is what? Continue. Two statements are there. One is a break statement, and one more is what? Continue. So these statements are the keywords, or keywords are used. Keywords are used. Okay, yes. Keywords are called as statements, passes control statements. These are called as which statements, passes control statements. This break and continue are called as which statements, passes control statements. Passes control statements. Okay, so what is the use of passes control statements? And these statements are used. The statements are used inside what? Looping statements, where we can use this. Okay, passes control statements inside the looping statements. So first statement what you have is a break. What is the statement here? Break. So this statement is used. The statement is used to terminate. Okay, terminate execution of to terminate execution of looping statement. If you want to terminate the execution of looping statement, you can terminate the execution of looping statement by using which one? Break. You can terminate the execution of looping statement using which one? Break. So that can be either while loop, or that can be either what? For loop. That can be either while loop, or that can be either what? For loop. That can be either while loop or for loop. For example, suppose assume that I'm saying number equal to 1, number equal to 1, while number is less than or equal to 10. I said number equal to 1, and while number is less than or equal to what? 10. So what is the value of number here? What is the value of number here? Okay, the value of number is, okay, number is less than or equal to 10. What is the value of number here? 1. Is it 1 is less than or equal to 10? Yes. Condition is what here? True. Condition is a true. I just print here number. So what is the value of number here? 1. Yes, 1 is printed. After printing 1, again check the condition. What is the value of number? 1. Again it will print which one? 1. So it will keep on printing 1. How many times? It will keep on printing 1. How many times? Infinite times. It will keep on printing 1 how many times? Infinite times, because there is no update statement. Keep on printing 1 how many times? Infinite times. because there is no update statement. Update statement is what here? Number equal to number plus 1. Now the loop is executed how many times? 10 times. The loop is executed how many times? 10 times. But if you want to terminate the loop in between, now actually this loop is executed how many times? 10 times. But I want to terminate in between. Suppose if the value of number is, if the value of number is 5, I want to terminate. If the value of number is 5, I want to terminate the loop. So how can I terminate the loop? If the value of number is 5, I just use a statement called which one? Break. If the value of number is 5, break. So I terminate in between. I terminate what? In between. By using which statement? Break statement. Number is number plus 1. See, what is the number here? 1. 1 is less than or equal to 10? Yes. Number is 1. 1 is less than or equal to 10? Yes. Print 1. The number is number plus 1 means 2. Is it 2 is equal to 5? No. Is it 2 is less than or equal to 10? Yes. Print what here? 2. Then number is number plus 1 means 3. Is it 3 is equal to 5? No. Then 3 is less than or equal to 10? Yes. Then number is number plus 1, 4. Is it 4 is equal to 5? No. 4 is less than or equal to 10? Yes. Number is number plus 1, 5. Is it 5 is equal to 5? Yes. Break. So break means it terminates. Terminates the execution of which one? Loop. If you want to terminate the loop in between unconditionally, if you want to terminate the loop in between or unconditionally, if you want to terminate the loop in between or unconditionally, you can terminate it by using a statement called which one? Break. So what is output is given? 1, 2, 3, 4 is the output. For example, assume that, okay, assume that I want to develop suppose, I want to develop which application? Login application. So in login application where I'll try to input username and password. So I should keep on asking username and password. I should keep on asking username and password until username and password is correct. Okay. You should keep on asking username and password until username and password is what? Correct. If it is incorrect, you should ask again. If it is correct, then you should stop. Okay. So you should keep on asking how many times? Infinite times. You should keep on asking username and password. How many times it is asking? Infinite. But it should terminate, right? When it should terminate? If the username and password is valid. Now I'm asking for username. Input what is a username? Input username, and I'm trying to input what here? Password. So input what I'm trying to input here? Password. I try to input how many values? Two values. First value is username and second value is what? Password. If username equal to NIT and password equal to NIT123. If the value of username is equal to NIT and the value of password equal to NIT123, the value of username equal to NIT and the value of password equal to NIT123, then I'm displaying a message saying that welcome. I'm displaying message welcome and then I'll say here break. What I'm saying here, break. Okay, break. Otherwise, will it continue this loop or not? Yes. Otherwise, what will happen? Continue the loop. Now, what is the value of this? True. Again, it will ask username and password. If username and password is not valid, it will continue. So keep on asking it how many times? It is keep on asking how many times until you enter Username and password is correct. So if I run this, now username is ABC, password is XYZ, is asking. Okay, username is NIT and password is NIT123. Welcome. You can display a message. If you want, you can display the message. Else, print invalid username or what? Password. Please try again. Again, display, please. So like this. Now username is ABC and password is XYZ. You can see the message invalid username or password. Please try again. Okay, now again you enter username and password. The invalid username or password. Please try again. So again you enter username and password. So it will keep on asking it how many times until you enter valid username and password. But here I write the loop. Which loop it is? Infinite loop. While true means it is which loop here? Infinite loop. The loop is executed how many times? Infinite times. But you are terminating the loop in between by using a statement called break. You are terminating in loop in between by using the statement called break. So break, you can use a break only inside loop control statements. You can use a break only inside which statements? Loop control statements. So that can be either while loop or that can be either what? For loop. That can be either while loop or that can be either what? For loop. It can be anything, right? For example, okay, for example, write a program to print a sum of first 10 even numbers. Write a program to print first sum of first 10 even numbers. First 10 even numbers. I don't know first 10 even numbers. Okay. Then what do? You start with number with what here? 1. You start number with what? 1. And the count. First 10 even numbers means you have to count how many even numbers are. So you start the count from where? 0. And you have to do the sum, right? The value of sum will be what here? 0. So here what I'm doing is I'm saying while true. While true means this loop is how many times? Infinite times. Then here I'm trying to say if number mod 2 equal to 0. Then I'm saying sum equal to sum plus number. Sum equal to sum plus number. Count equal to count plus 1. So this is even number added and count even numbers. If the count is equal to what? If the count is equal to what? 11. If the count is equal to 11, what do you have to do? If the count is equal to 10, okay, sorry, 10, right? If the count is equal to 10, what do you have to do? Break. Otherwise, you have to take next number. Number equal to number plus 1. Number equal to number plus 1. So you are terminating this infinite loop when you are terminating this infinite loop when if the value of count is what? 10. Because I want to print the sum of how many even numbers? First 10 even numbers. First 10. So yes, print. I'm just writing here. Sum is. I try to print as well. See, first 10 even numbers. If you run this, you can see the sum is 110. Sum is 110. Okay, because if you want to print number also, you can print number. So print a number also. So 10 numbers, 10 even numbers. You can see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. So if you do of sum all this, what is the result here? 10. But here the loop is executed how many times? Infinite times. But how can you terminate this infinite loop? How can you terminate this infinite loop? You're terminating this infinite loop by using a statement called break. You're terminating this infinite loop by using a statement called break. Okay? Yes. Just try to understand when we'll use break. So break is used to terminate the loop unconditionally. Break is used to terminate the loop unconditional. That can be while loop or that can be for loop also. Okay, that can be either while loop or that can be either for loop also. Any looping statement can be terminated. Any looping statement can be terminated by using a statement called break. Any looping statement can be terminated by using a break. Okay, any looping statement that can be either while loop or that can be either what? For loop. Yes, for example, if it is a for loop, assume that for loop is there. So write a program to find input number is prime or not. Input number is prime or not. So prime number means what? The number which is divisible with 1 itself. The number which is divisible with 1 itself, that number is called which number? Prime number. So I input the number. Integer of input, enter any number. So you have to divide this number from 1 to that number. Suppose if my number is, if number is 9, you have to divide the 9 with 1. Okay, 9 mod 1, 9 mod 2, like this. 9 mod 1, 9 mod 2, 9 mod 3. Okay. Okay, 9 mod 4, 9 mod 5, 9 mod 6, and 9 mod 7, and 9 mod 8, and 9 mod 9. So you are dividing the number from 1 to that number. If the number of factors are, if it is if it is divisible more than 2 times, then it is not a prime number. Suppose 9 is divisible with 1, but 9 is not divisible with 2, but 9 is divisible with 3, but 9 is not divisible with 4, 9 is not divisible with 5, 9 is divisible with 6. Yes or no? Ah. Then if it is more than 2, then I have to terminate. I have to terminate here only. I should not terminate rest. I should not divide with rest of the numbers. I should not divide with the rest of the numbers. If the count of factors are, if the count of factors are greater than or equal to what? 3. Greater than or equal to 3, you're terminating it. Okay. So for in range of 1 comma number plus 1. So here I've taken the count. What is the value of count here? 0. If number mod I equal to 0, if number mod I equal to what here? 0, what you have to do? Count is count plus 1. If the count is equal to 3, I said what? Break. So don't divide it. Suppose if my number is some 500, you don't require to divide from 1 to what? 500. If the number of factors are greater than 2, you are stop dividing it if the value of count is what here? 3. Okay. Here, if the count is a 2, then you are saying number is which number? Prime number. Else, you are saying print number is, okay, number is not prime number. So I said number is prime, otherwise not a prime number. Now, once you run this, I was asking to enter any number. The number is 5. 5 is a prime. But number of iterations are decreased. Yeah, number of iteration is what here? Decrease. C is nothing but counting number of factors. C is factors. How many times it is divisible? How many times it is divisible? C is nothing but count. C is nothing but count. How many times? How many times it is divisible? 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 Okay, right? So that is what you mean by count here. So if the value of count is this, what you're doing, you're terminating. So you can use a break statement to terminate the execution of loop in between. You can terminate the execution of loop in between by using a statement called break. So after break, if you write any statement that will not be executed, okay, now after break, if you write any statement, the statement will not be after break. If you write any statement, that statement will not be executed. Okay, what I meant to tell you is, for example, I'll say for n in range of 1 comma 10. Okay, I'll say print. So there's a message called print hello. If n equal to 6 or if n equal to 5, I'll say break. I'll say break. If n equal to 5, I said break. So how many times it will print hello? How many times? 4 times or 5 times? I said 1 to 10, right? Then if you run this, test some 12. Now once you run this, how many times printed hello here? 5 times. So first n value is 1, print hello. Next n value is 2, print hello. Next n value is 3, print hello. Next n value is 4, print hello. Next n value is 5, print hello. N equal to 5, yes, break it. Okay, now it terminates. If you want to terminate the loop in between, now if I'm not writing this, if I write simply break, print hello break, how many times? How many times it will print hello? Only one time. How many times it will print hello? Only one time. So the value of n is 1, right? So it will print hello. After printing hello, what will happen? Terminates. So the termination is done using which statement? Break statement. So how many times it will print message hello? Only one time. What is the output of this here? Only hello. So how many times it is printed? Only one time. Okay. So break is a statement which is used to terminate the loop in between. If you want to terminate the loop in between, you can terminate it by using the statement break statement. There is another statement also. What is that? Continue statement. Continue. So continue is a keyword, or it is also called as a passes control. It is also called with statement, passes control statements. Okay, this statement is used inside inside looping statements. It is used inside looping statements, like you can use inside while loop, you can use inside what? For loop. So this statement is used to move execution control to the beginning of the loop, beginning of the what happened? So beginning of the loop. So it will continue the execution of loop. That can be done by using a statement called which one? Continue. Continue. Break means terminate. Continue means continue. So from that statement, it will move to the beginning of the loop. Again, it will continue the loop. Continue the loop. Continue the loop. What I meant to tell you is, for example, if I'm writing for in range of 1 comma 11, if I mod 2 equal to 0, continue. I said continue, otherwise print I value. I said I mod 2 equal to 0, continue. Now this will generate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What is the value of I here? 1. Is it 1 mod 2 equal to 0? No. It will print what here? 1. Then next I values are 2. 2 mod 2 equal to 0. Yes. Continue. Yes. It will go to the loop. Next I value is what here? 4. 3. Is it 3 mod 2 equal to 0? No. Print 3. Next I value is what? 4. 4 mod 2 equal to 0. Yes. Then continue. Read the next value of I. What is the next value? 5. Okay, from here, control is moved to the loop or not? Yes. So that can be done by using which statement? Continue statement. That is done using which statement? Continue statement. Now you can see 1, 3, 5, 7, and one more value is a 9. So this get printed which numbers? Even numbers, odd numbers. This get printed which numbers? Odd numbers. But if it is even number, you are trying to continue the loop. But if it is odd number, you are trying to print or perform certain operations. Perform certain operations. So it is quite opposite, right? This is quite opposite of break. Break will terminate, but continue will not terminate. It will just go to the beginning of the loop. It will just move to the beginning of the loop. For that, you are trying to use a statement called which one? Continue. For that, you are trying to use a statement called continue, right? Okay. So we'll see more on this, like how to work with this. Syntax is there, like syntax 2, like while with else, for loop with what? Else. And after that, we'll see data structures. Tomorrow we'll start data structures like list, set, dictionaries, and everything, right? So today we'll stop it here and tomorrow we'll continue that, right? Thank you.